Hey, we're back with some more 0.1 Step 2 video. We have the same learning target as before. Students will be able to define what a modern classroom is and explain how English class will operate this year. So the question you're asking yourself for this video, what will we be doing in IB English HL Year 2? Well, let me tell you. I have a course syllabus, and what I want you to do for this next step is to mark the text. You're going to number the sections. There are 5 of them. You're going to circle key terms and phrases and underline detail information about the key items circled. So do this on your own if you like, or if you want to stay here, we can do it together. So if you want to stay, grab your packet, grab something to write with if you don't have it yet, and let's work on it together. If you want to do it on your own, catch you later. Okay, so the first step is that we are going to number the sections. So you can tell there's this a new section when you see the large font that's underlined. So this is section 1, this is section 2. So 1 is very short, obviously. But we also need to circle and underline, right? Circle key phrases and words and underline details. So let me read it to you, and I'll do some note taking, and then you can take over, okay? Intro. Welcome to IB English HL2, and congratulations. I already know because of your enrollment in this class that you are up for a challenge and that you aren't shy of hard work. I also hope that you have or will find a larger reason for pushing yourself academically. Is there a larger reason for studying literary art at a rigorous level than college acceptance and credit? I hope so. I will offer some ideas in this next lesson, but let me just tell you right now that I think a lot about why I am here. And my fundamental reason is I want to be the change that I wish to see in the world, and I believe that art, including literary art, can change the world. I hope you will spend some time thinking of your own reasons for being here, because some days it will be hard to remember. Knowing and holding on to why you are here each day will help. Now that I've told you why I am here, let me tell you what the main purpose of this course is: to prepare you for the IB assessments. Everything we do in this class will directly connect to the end goal, a high score on the IB assessment. Everyone in IB English HL tests with IB, and my job is to help you get the highest mark possible on those tests. All right, so what are we going to circle? Maybe larger reason, literary art, maybe IB assessments. Those seem to be the key phrases here, right? And what are we going to underline? Larger reason for studying literary art at a rigorous level. How about everything we do in this class will directly connect to the end goal, a high score on the IB assessment. And maybe if you like my fundamental reason for being here, maybe you want to underline that too. I want to be the change that I wish to see in the world, and I believe that art can change the world. All right, so that's the kind of thing that you want to do when you are marking the text. Let's move on to the second section, major units and reading lists. Semester 1, how voice shapes the truth. IB assessment, the higher level essay, 20% of IB score. We will start by writing personal narratives to use as you apply for colleges this fall. Find a story and use your own voice to tell the admissions officers something true about you. Then we will read 2 very different stories that use voice to shape a desired outcome, an ancient Greek play and a 20th century novel that tells war stories. So keep taking some notes, marking the text as you read. Maybe you will circle from what we just read. Personal narratives, ancient Greek play, 20th century novel. something like that. Find a story and use your own voice to tell your truth. Voice here, truth here. I don't know, maybe I'm circling too much. The semester 1 units are Unit 0, Introduction and College Application Essay, Tell Your Own Truth. Formative assessments, 20% of your grade. The Unit 0 packet is 35 formative points. And the mastery checks are 70 formative points. Okay, so you can see the packet in and of itself isn't worth a whole heck of a lot, although it might be enough to get you up to that A grade that you want. The good news about the packet is that I give you extra points for doing should do's and aspire to do's in there, so you can actually earn more than 35 points, and hopefully it'll bump up your grade a lot in that way. The mastery checks are worth twice as much as the packet, and I do that on purpose because the mastery checks are really what I am assessing, and so I want to make sure that they are worth the most. Summative assessment is 80% of your grade as always, and the summative assessment for this unit is a 500-word personal narrative essay, final draft. We're really hoping that you're going to use it as you apply to schools and as you apply for scholarships. And that is worth 100 summative points. All right, let's move down to the next spot. Whoops, too far. All right, Unit 1, Medea by Euripides, Revenge of the Other. The formative assessments, 20% once again, and once again we have a packet worth 35 points and mastery checks worth 70. The summative assessments worth 80% of your grade. For this one though, we do have 2 summative assessments. One is the mid-unit test worth 50 summative points, and then the end of the unit summative assessment, which is another essay, and that one is worth 100 summative points. Unit 2, The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien, What is Truth? Formative assessments are again with 20%, and they are a packet, this time worth 40 points, and 8 mastery checks worth 80 points. And the summative assessments, once again, we have a mid-unit test and an end-of-the-unit summative assessment. And you can see that this summative assessment is a little bit longer. So the first time we write a higher level essay is going to be a 750-word essay, and then the second time is 1,000 words. Unit 3, we're going to do a similar plan where we have a packet and mastery checks. This time we only have one summative assessment, which is a revision of one of the first 2 essays you wrote, or an essay that you wrote last year that you want to revise. You get that option. But this time it has to be 1,200 to 1,500 words. And this will be the paper 2 essay that you submit to IB for 20% of your IB score. All right. Semester 2, I'm not going to go over too much. Let me read it through with you quickly. Coming of age in the margins is what I call it. IB assessments are the paper 1 exam, 35%, and the paper 2 exam, 25%. Literally, a margin is the blank space surrounding the text in a book. The word marginalized comes from this original meaning, but has a more commonly used figurative meaning now, being relegated to an unimportant or powerless position, that is, to the metaphorical margins of society. The characters in the 2 works we read semester 2 are in the margins of contemporary American society, and yet they are able to find joy, love, and purpose. We will explore their marginalized statuses, how they use storytelling to understand their worlds, and how they create a chosen identity beyond a stereotype. The semester 2 units are Men We Reaped by Jesmyn Ward, Why My Brother Died While I Live. The formative assessments are a packet and mastery checks, and the summative assessment is a mid-unit test and a paper 2 style in-class essay. So we'll start doing some timed writing second semester in preparation for those May exams. Unit 5, Sag Harbor by Colson Whitehead, A Summer Dream of Reinvention. We've got formative assessments and summative assessments that look very similar to what you've seen before. Once again, we'll do a paper 2 style in-class essay. It's a timed writing